nation honors Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The day will be marked all over the country with events, including a wreath-laying ceremony at MLK Memorial in D.C. Here at home, in honor of today's holiday, local human rights organization Alliance San Diego is hosting its 36th All-People celebration at the Balboa Park Activity Center. And that's where we find ABC 10 News reporter Danny Miskell. And Danny, it looks like you're inside right now. Give us a preview of what's happening behind you.
Good morning, Melissa. Yeah, so right now they're in the middle of their keynote speakers, and right now we actually have one of the organizers with Alliance San Diego speaking, so I'll go ahead and step out of the way so we can zoom in and show you what she is saying at the podium right now. But you know, this event doesn't just feature keynote speakers. They also have had live music, they have dance performers. They even told me that they're going to be presenting an award to an emerging student at one point of their program, and they're doing all of this because they want to point to one cohesive theme. They're calling that theme Claiming Dignity.
It should not be something that we aspire to. It should be just how everyone is treated, regardless of their circumstances or their background. And that is something that everyone deserves. You don't have to earn the right to dignity. I think it's an inalienable right that we're born with.
And Alliance San Diego says Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. treated everyone with dignity, and his example is the one that they are following. So today they want to give people the tools and skills that they can use for this year when they're dealing with those tough situations that will put basic human needs at risk. And they want to show them tips on how to advocate for causes in dignified ways. This event has drawn in people who own their own businesses or run their own nonprofits who are going to have to face those types of situations. We actually spoke to one gentleman who came down from LA today. He runs his own nonprofit, and he told us that he's looking to meet with like-minded people.
One of the things that we need to do is that there are a lot of problems and a lot of things that are going on in America right now. And I believe that we need to be empathetic and we need to communicate. We need to communicate in our own agenda items, and then we need to communicate in the other organizations and the other people who have some of the same similar interests.
And there are 1,000 people who are in attendance here right now in person, but there are more that are joining online. In fact, we have the link to this live event on our website, abc10news.com, if you would like to tune in. Live at Balboa Park, I'm Danny Miskell, ABC 10 News.
And just a reminder, today is a federal holiday, so some services will be impacted. All county offices, family resource centers, public libraries, and animal shelters will be closed. Parking meters and time restrictions will not be enforced. On the other hand, trash pickup will not be impacted, and city golf courses are open today. For more information, you can just go to the resource tab on our website, 10news.com.